You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for November 25th through December 6th. Shawn and Ciara Brady return, and it is time for Doug's very sad funeral, coinciding with the 15,000th episode of Days of Our Lives. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. We're going to dive into what's going on these 2 weeks. If you're not following us, please reach down, click subscribe. Monday, November 25th, we have got Leo needing some professional advice. So he has a session with Dr. Marlena Evans, and no doubt he's going to tell her he really screwed up with Javi because he accused him of leaking the scripts. And once Javi spelled it all out, I think that Leo saw that he really messed up. And Javi opens up to Rafe about, dating Leo and how things have gone awry. Joy begins to see that she picked the wrong confidant when she told Alex she slept with Johnny and she is desperate and begging him to keep her secret. Paulina shows back up to grill Jada on finding the cupcake culprit, and Johnny gets some advice from Daddy EJ, who again, not the best guy to give advice on love lives and marriage from. Xander is there to celebrate Sarah when she comes home from the hospital. She is up on her feet. I mean, she's walking with a cane and can't walk that far, but it's pretty miraculous. Looks like Alex may not be feeling quite himself yet because Stephanie takes over as his caretaker. I'm guessing Joy might bail on him when he freaks her out, implying that he's going to tattle about her one-night stand. The Kiriakis plan to spend Thanksgiving together as a family, but it looks like most of them are going to wind up at the pub. And Justin Kiriakis and Steve Johnson are helping out at the food pantry, getting holiday meals together. Wednesday, November 27th, Chanel and Paulina get together, and she's got good news for her mama. And EJ wants an apology from Gabby. Is this something new? I mean, she hates the guy. He got punched on her behalf. Maybe it's about that. I don't know. But it's November 27th, not a day that hell's expected to freeze over. So I just can't see Gabby apologizing. Rafe tells Jada what he's planning. And of course, it may be a lawsuit against the city because that's what Roman was advising him. And Leo versus Javi gets nasty again midweek. And Johnny and Joy find themselves in yet another awkward encounter. And it may be that she has an invitation to hang out at the DiMeras for Thanksgiving. And that would be awkward. Thursday, November 28th. Things are going to get really tense. Over at the Brady Pub, we have a lot of the Kiriakises. We've got Justin and Bonnie and Alex. We've also got Stephanie and Steve and Kayla. And we've got Maggie and Kate, Philip, maybe Marlena. A lot of this was from a photo, and there's somebody at one end I can't quite see. I'm assuming Roman is there. Maybe he was in the kitchen getting some stuff when the photo was taken, but lots of the Kiriakises are there and their friends. Eli and Lonnie are home and spending Thanksgiving with Abe and Paulina. And Jennifer and Jack are back for Thanksgiving. Kat and Chad are talking about their scheme to pull the wool over Clyde's eyes, but there's a little speed bump in their plan. JJ has agreed to help, but I don't know if they can't find someone to step in to pretend to be her. And I wanted to get those out of the way, plus Jennifer chewing out Kat because the next part is just terrible. So Jack goes up to wake up Doug and finds that he has passed away. He died in his sleep. And then Jack has to tell Julie, who's obviously devastated. And, Jen makes a call to Hope to tell her that her father passed away. So Thanksgiving Day in Salem is going to be extremely sad. Friday, November 29th, Julie is just all caught up in her grief. She's going to spend some time alone upstairs with Doug and telling him how much she loved him. And again, and I can't say this enough, when we're watching Susan Hayes do these scenes, she's reliving the death of her husband, Bill Hayes, and just her professionalism and her willingness to even do these scenes absolutely staggers me. And just all the applause. She's got to get a daytime Emmy for this, right? Because it's just incredible. Word spreads around Salem about Doug's death, and Kayla and Marlena are going to talk about it. And they are also going to talk about an update on John, who is off on this mission for the ISA. He's going to go missing, and that's all part of Drake Hogestyn's, final storyline that they wrote because they knew he was dying at the time. They actually filmed his death storyline while he was still alive, but with his full consent and knowledge, and he had signed off on it. Hope Brady is back, and her son Shawn Brady are back, and they are all grieving Doug's passing. Eli and Lonnie are going to be there for Julie. Everybody is there for Julie, and this is just sad stuff. And then the week of December 2nd through 6th, it gets even sadder because Wednesday, December 4th is Doug Williams' funeral. Also the 15,000th episode of Days of Our Lives, which will serve as a huge tribute to Bill Hayes and his decades on the soap. Returning are Stephen Olsen, Marie Horton, Liz Chandler, and I mentioned Ciara Brady. Lucas Horton is also back for the funeral. There may be some others that I don't have on this list. The mystery guy played by newcomer Peyton Meyer is going to make himself known to Julie after Doug's funeral at the cemetery. This is a very intriguing development. And just based on the fact that he's there and approaching Doug's wife, I wonder if he is tied to Doug. And, Ron Carlivati wrote this stuff, and he likes to pop up mystery relatives, people we've never heard from before, like Gwen Rizchak. He just loves to invent people. So he may have invented someone for Doug. So we'll see. Hope and Ciara are going to be leaving Salem again, but they will be back. Bo is still recovering, but he's back on his feet and back with Fancy Face in Salem in 2025, awake and not in a coma. Ava and Brady are heating up soon, as are Stephanie and Philip, even though their last encounter this past week was pretty awkward. The cupcake poisoner case remains active, but it may not be the suspect that they suspect that it is. And no, I've seen in the comments, I think at least one person, maybe several, suggested that it's Crazy Connie. Keep guessing. Connie has no interest in this soap, but it is somebody who is bat crap crazy. John's MIA status is discovered soon, and Shane Donovan has to answer to Marlena. Julie's grief is not going to go away anytime soon, but family is there for her, along with this mystery lad that we meet after the funeral. More on the Clyde caper. Chad and Kat try and trick him with JJ's help, and I'm wondering if Gabby is going to step up too, just as a favor to JJ. And Sarah's rapid improvement stuns Xander. He's thrilled, as is Maggie. And of course, it's all just in time for the holidays.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.